to the Norm Hyperbolic Filler. We're kind of here to talk anime, video games, and movies. I am your host, X, also known as Young Morgan Freeman. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Kid Lewis.
What up? What up? It's your boy, Kid Lewis. What's good, man?
Kid Lewis in the building, bro. Feeling good about the podcast.
We're both in the building, man. We're both in the building. It's after hours, so you know what that means is that late night talk.
Late night talk. Late night anime talk.
Late night anime, movies, and gaming talk.
Yes.
What better time to talk about it
than the late night? Gamers don't sleep, bro.
They don't. They don't.
Nobody's
if they ain't sleeping, we ain't
morning.
sleeping, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We just got to be with the times, man. I know we're a little old. I know I'd rather be in bed right now. I'm kind of tired. We got shit to do in the morning, but
I know. I mean, we was up late tonight, like prepping for season 2 and, getting ready. And
well, I mean, we're prepping even more because if you're listening to this, stay tuned because we're dropping a banger. Actually, I'm just going to say, because if you're listening to this, it's going to be roughly about that time.
I know.
So if you're listening to Filler episode 3, this podcast right here, this very episode, I'm going to let you know that on the 31st of October, we are officially dropping episode 1 of season 2, my boy. And we got a guest. So I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited. I hope you hear the excitement on my voice. We are dropping a Halloween special episode for you guys.
A very spooky special, bro?
A very spooky special.
Oh, man.
Man. I'm telling you, season 2, we are bringing the fire. We are bringing the heat. We are bringing the seasoning because goddamn, that kitchen is gonna smell like what's like a chef's name? Fuck it up. James Rogan? No, it's not. Steph Rogan.
Gordon Ramsay.
Just thinking of Steph Rogan. hey, Steph Rogan be cooking in the kitchen too.
Does he?
We get a little high while we're at it.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay, man. We're going to make Gordon Ramsay proud in the kitchen. And Steph Rogan. That'd be dope if Steph Rogan listens to our podcast.
I mean, he might.
I don't know if he's a big anime fan.
I mean, he said he was when he was like doing interviews for the Ninja Turtles, but I don't know if he's like big into anime. Like, I don't know if he would watch an anime or listen to an anime podcast.
Well, Steph Rogan, if you do listen to anime podcasts, we would love to have you on.
Oh, yeah.
Talk all types of anime. Steph Rogan. Can't say no.
I mean, he's not Snoop Dogg.
Definitely can't say no. Snoop Dogg. That's like that's part of the interview.
I say no to everybody. Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs. This is 13 up.
Yeah.
Sometimes 18, but this is late nights.
This is the late night.
This is the late night.
I'll make sure to change it in the if it I won't check
put
that
it
box.
in the description.
I won't check that box that
but
says,
put it in
is
the
this
description.
made for kids? I'm like, no.
No, it's not. Technically, some of our episodes are really not made for kids, but it is what it is.
The TikToks are. The TikToks
we try to keep it clean.
Try to keep it clean.
Clean, try to get more viewers
Yeah.
and views and stuff like that and followers, but
For sure.
this is the late night, so be prepared. And like I said, season 2 coming your way on the 31st. Put that shit on your calendar. Tell your mama about it. Put it on the fridge. On the 31st, we are dropping our very first episode 1 for season 2. So be prepared. Be excited. Do whatever you got to do. Comment, like, follow. You know what it is. And should I tell them, my boy?
Tell them.
I'm going to tell them. Season 2 also coming with gaming episodes.
Oh, yes, because we set it up.
Finally got it set up.
We play tested it.
We play tested it a moment ago. We are fucking online. We are ready to go. Green light. Our producers gave us the green light.
Yeah, right. Well, so I don't know how you feel about this. So a friend of mine was, sharing with me like another, not podcast, but like a gaming channel that they listen to on YouTube. And what they do is they bet money on games.
Oh shit, I'm down for that.
So how would you feel about, after we both get, decent at a certain game? Because I know, do you want to spoil what the first gaming episode is going to be about? Or
No, I want to keep it down a secret.
Okay, so
I'm letting you guys into the sauce a little bit. What's in the sauce right now. But right now is just season 2 episode 1 coming out on the 31st.
Right.
Make sure to put that shit on your calendar. And our first episodes of gaming will be coming out soon. Don't have an exact release date for it. We do have a game in mind that we're gonna play first.
So after we both become like decent at this game, like this new game that we're about to play,
we might even get like a bunch of our homies and just start betting, and it'll just probably be like a 2-hour betting special of just something, something amazing. We might even have like 4 cameras, every angle, some crazy shit like
replays.
that. Instant replays. Like we might not even record it. It might even just go streaming.
Yeah, I think that's the best way. We stream and then maybe like record
clips
and then put that on YouTube.
Yeah. So right now our gaming is more recorded based. So it will record it, edit it,
we got
post it.
Yeah.
But we got the setup, and then eventually we'll get into the streaming. Before we even get into streaming, we just want to make sure that there's a crowd for it. You know what I mean? There's a group of people that want to see the Norm game live.
The Hyperbolic Gaming.
Exactly. So stay tuned. All right. So let's jump into this episode, man.
This is the filler episode.
This is supposed to be a section of what you're reading, what you're watching, what you're playing.
With a little bit of conspiracy. Sprinkled in.
Just us talking shit for the moment until October 31st. Season 2, episode 1 dropping. Don't forget. Don't forget. Remember, I'm excited for this one, man. And we had a pretty good host. And she knew her shit. I'm not going to lie. A lot of information on that episode. And I hope you guys like it. And it's a Halloween special. So it's going to be spooky anime related stuff. But I won't go into too much into it. So we'll leave that at that.
So go ahead, bro. What you reading? What you gaming? What you watching?
So reading, gaming, and watching. There's this new anime. Give me like 2 minutes. No, give me less than a minute. This part won't be on the podcast.
We cut this part out of the podcast, but it's been 10 minutes.
I'm back. Okay, so there's this new anime that I've been watching, and I'm going to say what it is. You let me know what you think the anime was about, and then I have a follow-up question after that for you, all right? You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so this new anime I've been watching is called Reborn as the Bending Machine. Oh. I Now Wonder the Dungeon.
Yeah, my cousin's watching that.
Okay, so you heard of it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Have you?
I have not. No, he didn't even.
Just from what you heard.
Yeah, just from what I heard. He said it's really good.
Okay, so I've been watching it. Right now, my follow-up question for you is: have you ever watched an anime that you felt like you just wasted your time?
Boruto.
You really? That's the anime for you?
Yeah.
Okay, but
just because I watched so much Boruto, and it was like the only anime I was watching because I had not just finished Naruto, but I felt good about finishing Naruto, and I was finishing all these other mangas or animes. Like I watched My Hero, all of what they had, first 2 seasons.
And I know you didn't like My Hero like the first couple of seasons. You felt like that kid was a crybaby.
The first couple episodes.
Oh, okay. It was the first couple episodes.
No, but it got good. Yeah. By the end of like the second season. But I was caught up on all of anime. So I was like, okay, Boruto has a lot of episodes, and I was watching a lot of it, and I was like, I need to watch something else, because if I fucking binge another 5, 6, 7 episodes of Boruto and nothing happens, I'm gonna go crazy. So that's the anime I felt like.
That was your I wasted my time on this.
Yeah, really.
Time that I can't get back anymore.
Yeah.
That could have been watching something else.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what this is how I feel about this anime.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasted my time.
Really?
It was good. Okay, so
it didn't resolve enough.
Do you want some spoilers to it? Like, I'm not gonna it's really, I don't even know how to spoil it.
Don't spoil it for the sake of spoiling.
I don't even know how to spoil it.
Reinforce your point. Tell me.
So my point is that I just wonder at what time did the writers of this anime was like, we need to make an anime or a manga about being reincarnated as a vending machine. I mean, they have reincarnated as a slug, reincarnated as a slime, as like whatever. But this time is a bending machine. How high or how much mushrooms or PCP do you need to be on to be like, yo, we need to make one about a vending machine? And then come up with a fucking story to go with it. 12 episodes, 20-minute long stories to go with this whole vending machine quest.
Yeah, I mean, they thought about it before the first episode.
The vending machine can't walk.
Right.
So it's literally a vending machine. So it's stationary.
Right.
And then...
Is it bolted down or?
No, it's not bolted down. Like, okay. It gets around. And it's funny the way it gets around.
Okay.
And it can't talk. It can only communicate through the phrases that the vending machine can say. Like, thank you. Mm-hmm. insert coin,
insufficient funds,
or things like what a regular talking vending machine would say. So only like certain phrases,
right?
And that's about it. And then you then learn that the vending machine has like special powers or technique that it can develop. So I think those points I won't like spoil it. So if you want to watch it, and
have you seen I Got Reincarnated as a Slime?
I have seen a couple of it.
So is it like that?
It's kind of like that. Like he is in a dungeon,
because that is a good anime.
He is in a dungeon. Yeah, but I'm not saying I'm never saying like anything that has to do like reincarnate. Like I've seen one like
not reincarnated, but like
reincarnated as a farmer in another world. Okay. Oh, that one was really good. I fucking loved it. That one was amazing.
Really?
At first you think like as a farmer, it didn't make no sense, but it was great. It was beautifully done.
Yeah,
I loved it. Every episode. I'm waiting. I'm hoping there's a season 2. That's how good it was. And then I seen one reincarnated as a chef or something like that. Where
reincarnated as all these professions. Like reincarnated as a dentist.
There could be one. You never know, man. I'm telling you, there's so much reincarnated, it's not even funny. But like I said, this whole vending machine, it threw me off at first because I was watching the first episode. I guess I'll give you like a little bit of spoilers. So the main guy dies. Of course, they have to die in order to be reincarnated, right? So he dies. Right. And I guess in his dying thought, he was thinking about vending machines and how much he loves vending machines.
Okay.
And he ends up being reincarnated into a vending machine. So he wakes up and he can't move. He only has his inner thoughts. And he's like in the middle of the fucking, like a field. Mm-hmm. And he's there for... I don't know how long he's there for, but he's there for a long time, because then you figure out that he has a point system, and every day that passes by, he loses 1 point. And the only way to gain points is if people put in money.
Of health? Or
yeah, kind of like points of health.
Okay.
So his money, like anytime they put money in him, he gains like points, and then he can use those points to add different things into his vending machine, change the prices. And then eventually he starts figuring out that he can do like other shit with those points. But still, he can't walk, he can't move, and he can't talk unless it's those phrases. So I think for like almost 1,000 years, he was just sitting in a field waiting for somebody to discover him. Yeah, just to discover him. And then eventually somebody does discover him, and then the story goes from there.
Oh, very nice. A goblin with loose change and some munchies for goblin potato chips,
something like that. But I'm telling you, it's just like I was like, bro, a vending machine.
Yeah, man, anime
reincarnated into a Coca-Cola bottle, and then that Coca-Cola bottle has a whole fucking quest.
Well, so I was gonna say there is a anime trope called isekai, where you're just not reincarnated, but you're just transformed to a different world. So have you ever seen Shield Hero?
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's an isekai.
But anime. That was good though. I like that one because technically it was he wasn't even needed. He wasn't even needed. They didn't even care about the shield part. They just wanted the sword and the spear. And that's it. The shield was like, you're not that relevant. And he didn't even have like, because they're all blessed with like certain skills and powers, right?
Yeah.
And he was blessed with something, but it wasn't like anything unique or like nothing that would be like worthy to kill the Demon King, because it's always a Demon King they have to fight, right?
Yeah, well, because he has a shield, It's not even like a Captain America shield. It's like,
but eventually he ends up finding out how to use it properly, and he ends up like
same like with this vending machine. So why did you phrase it? Why'd you start it that way? Was it a waste of time?
It was a waste of time.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
I thought you said it was funny and it was fun the way he moves around.
It was funny in the first 1 or 2 episodes, just because he's a vending machine and you're trying to figure out like where the story is going,
right?
Because you're like, okay, he's still a vending machine. And the only way he talks is literally through the phrases. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So then you're trying to figure out, okay, so where's this story heading? Is it like a huge, does he fight the Demon King? Is it like, where is this heading? And then eventually after episode 3 and 4, you're just like, so this is heading nowhere.
Did you finish it? 12 episodes?
Would I lie if I said I didn't?
I don't know. Are you lying?
Did you think I'm lying? What would you think? Do you think I finished it?
I think you did not finish it.
I fucking finished it.
You finished it? You didn't finish it.
And this is why I can't get my time back. I finished it all in one night because I binge watched it. I didn't have nothing. Night? because I fell asleep early and I woke up like around 1 a.m. I couldn't sleep anymore. So I remembered I was watching the first episode and I quit on it. And I said, let me give it another try. Because there was nothing other anime related. I've been watching One Piece, but no new One Piece episode has come out yet. Bleach is still on hold for the new season.
What show have you finished in one night and you did feel good about it?
Did feel good about it.
Because that's the reason that I like to stretch my shows out. Like, you know, if I'm watching an anime, I have to watch 2 animes back to back. Because even if I watch like 2, 3, 4 hours of a show, I feel bad afterwards. I don't feel gross, but I just feel like, damn, like I fucking wasted a lot of time.
I think it was
if I watched High School
of the Dead.
Yeah, you shotgun that and
hell yeah, that was good. I could not stop. I had to continue.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, you know what? It is great too. Some people like to watch their animes as soon as they come out, right? To be on top of it.
Right.
There was a point where I was watching Bleach, the new one, 1,000 Year Blood War. I was watching that one, and I kept watching it like every week.
Okay.
So I have to keep waiting. There was a point where I forgot about Bleach for a second, and I didn't know how much time elapsed. But when I went back to watch Bleach, there was good 5 more episodes just waiting for me.
Is that good?
Do you know how good that felt?
Yeah.
Yes, because I didn't have to wait for the next week. I have good 5. So I had time to devour those 5 episodes.
Yeah.
And I told myself, like, let's not just binge watch those 5 and then, wait for the other 3 to finish. Or wait for the other 3 to come out so then you can finish. I literally took my time with it. But
with those 5?
With those 5. Oh. Those extra 5 more episodes because I had time that elapsed me because of work and life. So I wasn't able to really, watch Bleach like that.
Yeah.
But it was great. I loved it. I was like, yo, I'd rather just wait until the whole season is out and then I can just binge watch it if I wanted to.
But I know
without having,
I know you famous, not spoiler, but somebody who, it's hard to stay away from spoils
because it's all over social media.
Right. So
there's so many shorts of people just talking about.
Is it worth running the risk of spoiling episodes?
Yes and no, because
by holding them off.
Yes and no, and the reason is I do like watching the shorts, and I know I'm spoiling myself because now I'm like, oh shit, like so this is gonna happen, or oh shit, like oh wow, I didn't know that was gonna happen. But remember, this is only little clips of it. You don't know the full story that led to that clip. I know it's the highlight.
That's the worst part, though.
I know it's the highlight
out of context.
I know, but I know it's the highlight of that episode because that's the only reason they're showing it. You know what I mean? Because they want to show you that highlight of it.
Bro.
But I don't know what happened before and I don't know what happened after.
I know, but
so that's
the way
still
my
a mystery.
brain works, I fucking will put that shit in. I'll fill in the blanks.
You'll fill in the blanks?
Yeah, with like a crazy...
You'll try to figure it out. Because
try to figure it out.
That's your creative side.
I know. I hate
that's
that.
your writer side, trying to figure shit out. Trying to put shit that doesn't even go there.
I know, but that's why I have to turn that side off when I'm watching a movie because I'm trying to indulge in. I'm trying to listen. I'm not trying to write or see the back pages of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to I actually like enjoy it.
I got you, man.
So that's why I do try to stay away from spoilers because I don't know, man. That shit just drives me crazy.
Nah, it don't bother me, man. I think I'm just used to it. Either way, I still have it. Even though I saw like clips and shorts on YouTube about Bleach and those 5 episodes that I missed out.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed the 5 episodes.
I know. That's what I was talking to my son about. He did say that because before we embarked on the Marvel movies, he said he saw like a lot of clips from Endgame.
Yeah.
Like,
but he still enjoyed it.
But he still enjoyed it is what he said.
I still enjoyed it. It was still a nice ride. Even though I knew in the back of my head, but I still enjoy watching it.
Yeah. Well, just imagine like with Star Wars, like I knew Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father, but I still enjoyed the movie when I saw it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do get like that, but I don't know if I see that shit on my feed, I report that shit.
You report it?
I report it. If you are on
my feed, are you the Karen online?
I'm the Karen of spoilers online. Yes. Don't be going on our page and spoiling anything. Normies, the Norm Army or whatever we're calling it. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't spoil it for me, man.
No, I mean, me and Xavier literally have like arguments back and forth about me spoiling. You just spoiled it, bro. And I'm like, bro, if they read the manga, they already knew. Manga. But the anime, bro.
But you don't even read the manga.
Not all the time.
Okay, so why do you even spoil it for yourself?
I don't know, man. I like to know, man. I like to be in the loop. I feel like I'm left out when I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's just me and you in this room.
I know, but still, I'm left out.
I know.
I'm left out from the community, bro. And we're supposed to be on top of this shit.
I mean, just read it. Just read it. So what else? What you gaming? What you watching?
Gaming, not much, man. You know, I literally have not turned on my PlayStation to play anything, but that's gonna change because of the gaming channel coming out soon.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And then reading, I just got the new book for
Kaiju. Yes.
Kaiju number 8.
You know what? I think I am gonna read that.
Just read it, bro. A little pastime.
I know I keep saying I am, but like, so we're gonna do a review on a movie coming out in December, and that kind of has to do with that. So I think I am gonna
go for it, bro. Take a little read. I take it during. I put one book in my book bag, and then when I'm on break or something, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah,
I just pull it out and start reading. What are they gonna tell me on my job? You can't read.
Well, so the thing about me is that I have it on my phone, the Shonen Jump app, and I think that's on there.
Go for it, bro. Do it. Don't hurt nobody, but do it.
Do it. Talk about it.
So let me bring up something because I think you wanted to talk about this with me. Initial D.
Oh, yes. So I did because we had planned to do this episode maybe like a week ago. We posted it to our Instagram.
Yes.
So recently, at least by the time this podcast episode comes out, we released our Blue Lock episode. And in that episode, you opened the episode talking about Initial D. And you
being a sport anime.
You told me a lot about it and that they were going to revive it or bring it back for Netflix. And, you know, we're October, November, December already, but they said it was going to release this year. So I don't think that's it. I think they're doing
right now. There's no
anime.
Release date right now.
They said 2023.
I didn't
for the anime on Netflix.
Okay, so there is because the one I'm talking about is the live action.
Yes, tell me about it.
So basically, Initial D is gonna hit up with a live action on the big screen. So it's gonna be a movie.
Yep.
And it's gonna be directed by one of the biggest Fast and the Furious actors we all love to this day. You know.
Yeah.
His name is Song Sang.
Okay. He plays
Song Sang, who plays Han.
Yes.
Han on the Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
Right? So he will be directing this movie and he's going to be playing in it.
Is he?
Yeah, he's going to be an actor in the movie. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be like the main character or anything. He might even just play the father.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind. I can see him because he does have that old age.
Does he have that old age?
Yeah, he does have that. He's getting old.
Maybe I'm thinking about him in the Fast and Furious movies, but
no. Now he's getting. You're probably thinking about him when he like first was introduced in the Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious. He's
also in Fast 5, but
that's later. That's later.
But that's also like,
because technically he dies, and then then we found out that he didn't die. You know how these fucking movies are.
So right now we're finishing the Harry Potter movies for family movie night. The next movies I want to do is Fast and Furious.
Go for it, bro.
What do you think, bro? What do you think?
Do it, man. La familia. You know, get your cross.
Yes. Kick a can of nas.
And just ride. Just cruise through the late night, bro.
Yes.
But anyways, back to the Initial D. So Song, I think, is the perfect person to direct this movie. And if he plays the father, which in the anime, the father technically is also a drift king, but it was back in his days.
Is it really?
Yeah, back in his days.
The father that runs the soup?
Tofu. Tofu company, where he does he makes the tofu and then has his son deliver it up the mountains to some type of hotel up there. Yeah, so he plays a huge role because
does he know that at first?
That his son drifts?
That his dad used to drift?
I think he does.
Really?
Yeah, okay. He does. But he doesn't do it anymore. So he's kind of like retired from the drift game and he does tofu now. And that's in the anime. So I can actually see Han play the father.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I'm like, well, what position would he play? Like what? Because there's another adult and he also used to drift. I wouldn't say he's as good as the main character's father was, but they all knew the main character's father as he was good at drifting. You know, it was in his blood. So, but his friend, which is the other adult, the main adult in this anime, he owns a gasoline company, or like not a gasoline. He owns a gas station.
Right.
And also not just a gas station, but I guess a part of it is also like a mechanic. So it's like 2 in 1.
Okay. A chop shop, probably?
Yeah, like a shop, but it's also a gas station.
Okay.
So that's what he runs. So, but I can't see Han playing that role. I can see him playing more of like the fatherly role for the main actor. I think that would be a perfect role for him, especially if he's directing it, you know, and him being old now, I think when he's like in his 50s, he kind of gives like an adult, you know, like he can be your father.
Yeah.
And,
well, because you know, in a previous episode, we were talking about that you didn't like the Fast and Furious movies after the second one, after Tokyo Drift, which is the third one, I think.
Yeah, it's the third one. I don't know, because things got like more crazy, like
but it's
out of the outer. No, because the first Fast and the Furious and Fast and Furious 2, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, it wasn't too crazy. After that, that's when they started adding CIA, FBI, NASA,
yeah,
the British Army.
Yeah,
that's when they started adding all these crazy shit. Russia, you know, like they started adding all this extra stuff.
But
Dubai,
I don't not
Tigers.
You don't like Dwayne The Rock Johnson in those movies?
Brazil.
He is all that.
Yeah.
Brazil.
The Brazil one in Fast and Furious 5, I think it was.
It's 4 or 5.
When they go to Brazil.
Yeah, I think it's 5.
And Vin Diesel was like, "I'll you pego my family," and then all the Brazilians come out.
He says that?
Something like that. I don't know.
But you didn't like that?
It was okay. But it still like was just out of the. It's too much.
They still do cars.
I know, but it was too much. Like to the point where now cars are jumping from cliff to cliff. Vin Diesel becomes superhuman where he like that. I think it was that one where he like was on a rooftop fighting. I don't know who the fuck he was fighting, but then he was like, "We're from the streets." And then he like stumps on the fucking ground, and then the ground like collapses.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? When did this nigga get superpowers?
The thing about the streets, Lewis. Or the thing about street fights is that the streets always win.
Oh
my God.
Like, you know what I mean?
You can't do that without Familia, I'll tell you that.
This man, that's what I'm saying. It's like they try to find the most cringiest catchphrases.
Well, you like anime.
I know, I do.
Anime is just like that.
I know, but I understand.
Zorro,
I understand that anime.
Vin Diesel is just the Zorro of whatever the fuck he drives. Of Camaros, of American muscle.
Man, I'm just no. It just lost it for me at this point.
Well, so this initial D,
okay, go for it.
Live action should like satisfy that Tokyo Drift #2 that you were talking about.
Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to it, man.
That would be dope.
They said they have a huge budget for this movie.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so it's not because I thought it was gonna be like a anime series. Like a season, you know, but I was like, damn, I don't know how I feel about that. But the fact that they're making it into a movie and they have a good budget to, you know, make this movie, I'm hoping that they do right by it. Because Initial D was really big back in my days. I don't know. I loved Initial D. I watched all Initial D.
Well,
that's what got me into the Monster RX-7.
Yeah.
That's what got me into the Miatas. That's what got me into the
Midnight Club.
Like the car racing drifting. And I had the game on the PSP, the Initial D drifting game on the PSP. And it was it was a game only made in Japan. So you had to I bought it from online. Remember you used to do the same shit too?
Yeah.
You used to buy it on Amazon from like Japan because they have it released first and then you had it sent over here.
I think we did like J-Stars or Jump Force, I think. Like
that.
Yeah, man. Damn.
That was the good old days, bro.
I didn't know you liked it like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it went for 5-6 seasons.
So. Yeah, it went for a good amount of seasons, man. And it's good, bro. I would definitely say like if you ever get a chance, watch it. I think you'll like it.
I might like it.
I know it's a lot of episodes to just dive in. And,
do you think we could do an episode on it? Maybe when it comes out?
Maybe if it comes out, definitely. You know, it'll be an episode. Season 3. I'll probably be in season 3 by the time it comes out.
Yeah.
Shit, don't even get me started on season 3, bro. I'm already thinking crazy shit for season 3.
Yeah, we can maybe get him on the podcast, bro.
There you go. So see, if you guys make us famous on season 2, season 3, we're gonna have even bigger guests.
We don't even need to be famous. I'm sure if we collided with him at like a Comic-Con or whatever, because when we were at these cons, you know, we had people who write comics and you know, just artists and people who like do the inking and stuff like that, or even when we were trying to get Frieza. We were trying to get her to record something for us.
No, but to me, I think a goal to have for us would be to have our own booth at a Comic-Con or anime kind of thing, huh?
And do a podcast there, or
no, just like do have like our own little section,
like a meet and
greet. Of course, like once we build up like a big fan base and people actually know us, that'll be pretty cool to do. So that way we can actually meet people live, take pictures, record with them. We can do like a little YouTube video of us, you know, setting it up, meeting people. We can have like special merch specifically for just, you know, that event.
That's your wishful thinking, bro. That's your goal.
I feel like that would be a cool step.
That's on your vision board, bro.
That is on the vision board for us to do. I think that would be pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
You know, we can do Q&A questions like you wanted to. You said how you wanted to take the recorder and go up to people and ask questions and shit like that.
I know. I do have ideas for episodes when we do go out to these cons.
You see?
Like, not vlogs, but maybe if it's just vlogs, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Just content, put it out, while we're there.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's one of my visions for this podcast. But yeah, it will only be possible if you guys just share, like, comment, follow, and enjoy this late night podcast.
I will say the best thing to help support us is sharing it. The likes definitely count towards the algorithm. The comments, that's engagement, but
the comments,
sharing,
and subscribing.
And the subscribers. The subscribers is how we get up there for, how YouTube will start pushing our stuff.
Yeah, YouTube, and same thing for TikTok.
Yeah.
Sharing it.
No, but once you share with like an anime friend, I think that's where, we get the long time listening.
And just let them know, like, hey man, if you like anime, bro, listen to these people's podcasts. They're just hilarious. They talk about shit. Like,
yeah.
And like I said, at the end of the day, this podcast will always just be me and X, two people that have some knowledge, because I'm not, like I said, I would never sit here and say I know more than this person, or I know more than that person, or I am the king of knowledge when it comes to anime. That's lies. I would be lying to you. I know what I know.
You lied about the vending machine.
Yeah. I know what I know, and we talk about it. We do our diligent by researching some stuff, so that way we know.
Oh, for sure.
Sprinkle some facts in there.
Yeah.
But majority of the time it's just us talking, just having fun, cracking jokes and talking anime.
Wilding out, talking anime.
And wilding out, that's it, So, if you look to our podcast as something like, oh, I'm going to learn, is a knowledgeable podcast. Not to say that we're not knowledgeable. Like, we do.
If it's an episode, then yeah. Because, like, if you go to our Toonami episode, we put knowledge on that.
Because we do our research.
Right. And when we were doing, like, our top 10, like, we were talking about the animes that we know about.
Yeah.
We went through the timeline of, like, Full Metal and Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
So
like we do, back it up with, we do our research so we can back up what we're talking about. But like, especially these fillers right now, it's just more chill back and laid back and just, and like, if you guys like that version, let us know too. Like, if you like that chill back and laid back and just talk about whatever, let us know. If you like these late night talks, we'll try to schedule more 1 o'clock in the morning talks.
Oh my God, I know.
Saber's going to be like, fuck, bro, you're going to got me up at 1 in the morning with fucking pajamas on.
I'm still at work clothes.
Because he's ready to go to work in the morning. He's like, fuck, I don't have time to change.
I know, right?
Might as well just continue. Just go straight. Took out of the same shirt, same pants, never changed,
just
man.
turned it inside out.
Hey, some people do that, bro. Still clean, right?
Still clean on the other side.
On the other side, yeah.
I didn't sweat on the outside.
Exactly. How about you, bro? Anything you're watching, playing, reading, watching, playing?
Reading, watching, playing. So I'm still reading the same shit that I'm always reading. The newest thing that I'm reading is this manga called Wild Strawberry. I talked about it.
Yeah, you talked about it
in our season 1 episode, but I think you would like it, bro. It's so I know Chainsaw is kind of getting wild and out of hand, but
like these podcasts.
Yeah. Well, so it's like Chainsaw, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I'll just go ahead and like tee it up. This way I'm not like, oh, it's good. So what happens is like the world is full of all these plants that it's kind of like The Last of Us. Like if they infect you, the plant will bloom out of you and burst, your body, and that's how it spreads. So I forget what it's called, these people, but basically it happens in Tokyo, and then there's like this crew, the firefighter. Damn, I'm like drawing a blank on what the name is, but it's like a firefighter force that goes around and exterminates like these plants.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy has his sister, and she's infected, but she's kind of like Nezuko, where she doesn't kill people though. So she'll defend herself, but she won't kill anybody. She doesn't infect and bloom out of them. So he's cool with her or whatever, but then she gets caught up by the firefighter force, and then they go to destroy her, but then something happens to her where she ends up fusing with her brother.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's like Chainsaw, where it's like Puchita who fuses with, what is his name in Chainsaw? Whatever his name is, Denji. So that's where it's kind of like Demon Slayer and Chainsaw. And then, I'm only I think there's only like 8 issues, which is also why I like it, but it's also really beautiful. Like,
yeah,
I've always liked that kind of like Have you seen Encanto?
Encanto?
Yeah, Encanto.
The Disney movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen it, bro?
I've seen it.
Don't lie. Don't
I'm not lying
lie. Don't
to
lie,
you.
bro. So in that,
I know Encanto.
in the Encanto,
Encanto.
the
Encanto.
Encanto.
Come on, bro. You're half Hispanic.
I know.
Don't embarrass us.
I gotta translate it to gotta put the SAP. You know?
All right, go.
Her sister, she does like all these flowers or whatever, and then she does a song where at the end she starts to bloom cactuses or cacti and all these
different kinds of plants.
Yeah, so I just really like that. So that's the aesthetic of this wild strawberry. It's a mango, so it's black and white, but it is real vivid and beautiful.
Talking about flowers,
tell me,
you should watch Hell's Paradise.
Okay, you did talk about that. How you said it was funny, right?
No, it's good.
It's good.
I've only there's only one season out, but the manga is still ongoing. It's basically like what you said about flowers infecting people.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like a Shogun kind of style where they have all these murderers, and the emperor is basically like, hey, I would literally sign off saying you're free of all your injustice, of all your because they're wanted people. So they're like, hey, if you go to this island and find me this, basically is like the everlasting or like liquid so that the emperor can stay young forever or live forever, immortality.
Yeah.
Fountain of youth, whatever. It's literally like the fountain of youth. That's what they're trying to find on this island. When you go on this island like attacks you. It's something about this island that gives people powers, but they don't know that yet. And then some people already have powers to begin with, but something about this island will infect you and turn you into a flower and basically consume your life and make you part of the island.
Really?
Yeah. But it's very beautiful. Like the way it's drawn. Like I didn't. What did I say?
I think I'm confusing it with Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, but you were talking about one of those.
Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell?
Yeah.
Which one's that one?
That's the one you told me about.
Is that the one about?
I think it's like in The Office, but your boss is the devil.
The devil? No. That's. I think that's what it said. Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. No.
That's funny, right?
That's funny. That's dark humor.
But you were saying Hell's Paradise.
It's an anime.
But is it dark?
It's not dark. It's not dark. It is dark. It's not dark. I don't know. It's one of those animes.
It's dimly lit.
Yeah. It's like it's a club lighting. You know.
All right.
No, but that Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell, bro. That is some dark ass humor.
Okay.
That's you gotta have a twisted stomach and a twisted mind to laugh at this.
No, I'm gonna check out Hell's Paradise if it is. Like
and I think we talked about it because you brought up the banana one. What's it called?
Banana Fish.
Banana Fish. Where you said it was kind of dark, kind of like twisted a little bit.
Yeah. It's just like we're too real worldly twisted.
Yeah, and I tried to watch it on Amazon Prime.
I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish it either. I only did like 3 episodes, and I got to the part where they talk about the kid raping stuff.
Right. That's like the 3rd episode.
Yeah, I think that's as far as I got. But after that, I was like, and it wasn't because of like
they don't show anything.
But. Yeah, it wasn't because of that. It was kind of, I don't know. I couldn't get hooked on it. And I know that one of the main like plots was trying to find out about that drug that was making people go weird or something like that.
Yeah, the banana fish.
The banana fish.
Banana fish to do. That's how they say it.
Say it again.
Banana fish to do. I was just like, what the heck?
But yeah, so I couldn't finish that one.
Yeah, I didn't finish it either. My homegirl that I was watching it with, I kind of just dropped it.
Yeah, I think it's okay, bro. Maybe that's one of those animes that was like maybe not worth my time.
I mean, nobody turned into a vending machine.
That's true.
Like they were gonna find out what was wrong with that drug. Banana fish to do.
What are you playing?
And what am I playing? I try to play Resident Evil because I think I'm gonna get the 4th one.
Okay.
Remember we talked about it in like an episode long time ago.
Xavier talks about video games. I sort of got every episode you would hear him talk about a video game and you'd be like, okay, he probably finished it by now. This man is not even God of War. Ragnarok. Are you still?
Do not. That's a curse word, Ragnarok.
We heard this man say, I'm gonna stand in line, pre-order it,
Yep.
GameStop midnight release. I'll be there.
I know.
Got the game. We're literally a year, a whole ass year into this podcast.
We are.
And this man has not finished it yet.
I know.
It's all right, man. I'm guilty of it because I've talked about Harry Potter with a passion. And I never finished it either.
Hey, we might, I mean, we're not going to do God of War, but we might, if the next video game, like if we get the Spider-Man game, I'm definitely going to finish that.
You're going to finish it?
I'm going to finish it.
All right,
definitely going to finish it.
You heard it here.
You heard it.
Hold him accountable.
Hold me accountable, guys, because I will finish it. But as far as like gaming, I don't know. Not really gaming. We had to put a pause on the D&D just because we had like people who went out of town again. So that game is hard to coordinate when you have so many people. But it's a team of 6 of us. So
yeah,
that's pretty much it for the gaming.
Watching.
What am I watching? I finished the show What We Do in the Shadows. It's like The Office style show about vampires. It's pretty funny. The humor's kind of dry, but I just like the way that the line delivery is. And, you do love the characters, but...
The Office jokes were kind of dry in the beginning. I promise you, if you are not a big fan of The Office and you try to watch it, I'm going to let you know right now.
Yeah.
Season 1 and 2 are very dry.
I try to get my son to watch it.
It takes time to find their footing.
He wasn't liking it.
Because it takes time. It's one of those shows that literally takes time because they don't know where they're heading with this. They just have an idea. They put a couple of episodes together, presented it to the network. Network's like, all right, let's go ahead. Let's go for it. They played it, but they just couldn't find their right footing. And they did a season 1. It was okay. Nothing crazy. Season 2, again, it was okay. It was nothing. Season 3 is when the writers finally figured out the sauce, what they were missing.
Yeah.
And once they figured it out, it was uphill from there.
But we were talking about that with like other shows, mainly anime. Like sometimes anime take a while to get like their footing, and then that's when the show gets good.
Yeah, but not seasons.
That's what you said about
which one, Baruto?
About The Office. That's how it was.
Yeah, but that's Office. That's different. I'm talking about like you said anime.
Yeah,
and I said some anime takes a couple of episodes to get their footing in, which is weird because
for like Attack on Titan and for My Hero, and
because usually for me it's like if the anime doesn't captivate me by episode 1, I'm not watching it.
Damn, episode 1?
By episode 1, I'm not watching it. I feel like this is what I mean. Like
30
sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, man.
30 minutes, bro?
Sometimes I've seen animes that it starts like as a banger. Opening song, check. Intro episode, check. Characters, check. Plot, check. You're like, okay, shit, this is gonna be a good ass anime. Right off the bat, you're like, damn, that was crazy. That was good. Then you go like maybe 3-4 episodes in it, and it starts dying down. You're like, whoa, what happened to all that charisma, all that good energy from the very beginning, and now it starts dying down. You're like, fuck, like it's losing the plot, it's losing the characters. Like,
so wouldn't on the other side though that anime might take a couple episodes to go up the same way? Like, what if their banger episode is just the 3rd episode?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it has to be good enough for me to retain it, and then hopefully it'll get better. When I watched The Office, it wasn't like I watched it and I just pushed through it. It was the fact that I was watching shorts and memes about The Office, but all those shorts and memes wasn't after season 3. And then that's why I'm like, damn, this is actually really funny. I'm like, where was all this humor in season 1 and 2?
Well,
come to see it. Season 1 and 2 is just dry.
No, it's not. But it's not dead.
It's not dead, but the jokes hit so much better after season 3. The humor is on point after that. They dialed it in.
They get the rhythm,
but it sucks that it took that much long for them to actually find their footing. But once they found it, look, man, they're still a success to this day. People are still referencing them this day. That's how good The Office finally got. And I watched all of it, But that's just me, man. That's just plain old Lewis.
I like to give shows like 3, maybe 4 episodes before I will write it off. Because I've been like that. Like I dropped even Rick and Morty. I kind of dropped after the first 2 episodes, and I was just like, damn, I don't know if I really like this.
They have a new season for Rick and Morty.
They do.
I have yet to see it yet.
It's just so hard. Like, I think my mom has Hulu Live TV, so I might be able to watch it there, but it's not anywhere for free.
Yeah.
But, and another show that I'm watching is Big Mouths. It came back, so season 7.
Big Mouth?
Yeah, I get a lot of shit.
On Netflix?
I get a lot of shit from my gamer friends about watching that show.
On Netflix?
On Netflix.
The one that talks about purity and they have their hormone monsters?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's funny, right? It's fun.
Okay.
It's okay?
It's a pastime. I only watch it till they just pass the time.
You're like, I don't know, man. I think it's just so witty. And I just love the delivery of jokes. I remember we had the same kind of conversation with BoJack Horseman.
Would you let your son watch that show?
Oh, hell no.
But it's meant for them, isn't it? Is there a rating for it?
It's not meant for them. It's about people. It's like
But it's not meant for
it takes like a
us
South
because
Park approach to like puberty.
yeah, so it's technically meant for them, not for us, because we already went through puberty. Unless it's meant for us to then remember how we went through puberty and how like things didn't go our way during puberty because we didn't have that information about it. Is that what it's like?
It's supposed. It's not. It. So they do have a lot of
because
like,
they have teaching
it's
moments,
not educational episodes, but they do. Yeah, they have episodes where they will talk about it. I guess you can cut it, away. I'm sure where it is strictly educational, but it's meant to be like jokey and like to have jokes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I'd have to watch it with him, and I think he'd have to be like, because they're 8 years old. I think at the start of the show. So no, I mean he's 13 now, my son, but
yeah,
I wouldn't let him watch it as an 8-year-old boy. I don't think so.
No. But I get what you're saying. I did watch. I didn't know there was a new season to it. But
yeah, no, and they're in high school.
I've watched it this is even it's gonna get even more wilder.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's funny.
Interesting. All right, man. Let me talk about 2 more things, and then if you have anything else more to say, we'll leave it at that. So, have you ever heard of a movie called Graves of the Fireflies?
Yes, we're gonna watch that for one of our episodes.
Oh, was that one of the movies you wanted to watch?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I wanted to talk about it, but you know what?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's part of the Studio Ghibli.
Yeah. We're gonna watch that one. Do you want to say or?
But there's not. I was gonna say something about it. It's one of my favorite all-time movies.
That movie?
Yes, I love it.
More than Spirited Away.
Yes.
What?
When it comes to
more than Spirited
Away.
Matter
of fact, I am gonna lie. I did a little research on it. I didn't even know it was a Studio Ghibli movie.
Really?
I did not even know that.
Yeah.
Just because this movie came out in 1988. This movie's older than me.
Okay.
And
old as you is, bro?
Older than me.
Damn.
That's how old this movie is.
Wow.
So that's why I didn't even know it was a Studio Ghibli movie. Yeah. I thought it was just like a regular.
New?
Huh?
You thought Studio Ghibli was like straight new?
Well, I didn't think it was 1988 old. I thought it was more because I'm used to watching Totoro, Ponyo, The Flying Castle. Right. And those movies are more magical? Like 2000 and up. I don't think those are like maybe 1990s.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
And a little bit up.
88. You saw that 88 on there.
But this one is 88, and I was like, damn, that's old.
No, I would save it because we are going to do an episode on Ghibli, and that's one of the 3.
Okay, so I'll save this one. But just so everybody's aware, that is my fucking favorite movie of all time when it comes to anime. Graves of the Fireflies.
Damn, favorite of all time.
Spoiler alert, it will fucking make you cry.
I know, that's what my homegirl said.
Cry like a little...
She cries every time she watches it.
I love it, bro. I love it. It fills my heart with so much joy,
with
and then they take it away.
Oh shit!
And then you're just aching. Oh no!
The pain.
The pain. All right, and then I guess let's get into a conspiracy, right?
Let's do it. All right. One conspiracy per. We had like a couple actually. Go ahead.
Okay, so one conspiracy for this episode. I don't know. It's nothing huge per se, but it's an anime conspiracy. It's called My Hero Academia, The Quirk Singularity Doomsday.
Okay.
So there's episodes. I can't name them like, this episode, season this,
right.
time code this. There's parts in the season where the doctor, right? His name is Dr. Kyudai. He's the mad scientist. He's the one that works with All for One.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so this doctor, he's very mentioned everywhere because he works for All for One.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically is like his crazy mastermind doctor that, and it's supposed to be reported later in the show that he takes kids' quirks. Because he has access to these children, he has access to these adults, and he's able to take these quirks away from them, right?
That's his quirk?
No. Like he can engineerly like take it away from you. Like he's a scientist. Yeah.
Okay.
So he knows genetics.
Okay.
And he's able to like take a blood sample of you, be able to like reproduce that quirk or, blah, blah, blah. And basically he helps out All for One.
Okay.
So, but one thing that he had mentioned that basically is saying like the whole world of My Hero Academia is basically a doomsday. It's going to end sooner or later.
Okay.
And the reason it's going to end is because quirks wasn't something that was original. Like, not everybody was born with quirks, as we all know, right? Deku wasn't born with quirk. But quirks was like, I don't think they give like an actual like history of like how it started.
The first guy.
The first person with quirks or whatever, or if it's like a mutant thing like the X-Men or something like that.
Right.
You know, but eventually you learn that eventually the world starts gaining these quirks. If a human breeds with another human that has a quirk, most likely their baby's gonna have a quirk.
Right.
Just you know what I mean? It's a genetic thing.
What's that guy who's half ice, half fire? Todoroki? Like
yeah.
Him and his dad and his mom?
Yeah. And then he ended up with both kind of like quirks in his body, right?
Right.
So, but the thing is that the scientist or the doctor noticed is that he noticed that every generation that gets new quirks becomes more and more powerful.
Right.
To the point where their bodies can't control that quirk, that power. So his belief is that eventually we're going to come to a generation where our bodies can no longer hold these quirks, and the quirks will literally kill us from the inside out. So eventually the human race in My Hero Academia will die off. This quirks in this world is not a blessing, but a curse, because eventually over generations and generations, the human body, because I don't think the human body was meant to hold quirks to begin with. And that's why they make those fucking Nubus. Is that what they're called? The black figures.
Oh, yes.
Nebus,
right.
Nubus, something like that.
I think
Nobus.
So. Yeah, the one that fights All Might.
Yeah, which is created by the Doctor and All for One, right?
Yeah.
And the reason they create these kind of like hybrid humans, because there are humans, they're just mixed all together, is so that they'll be able to hold multiple quirks. And even the people that have the ability to hold multiple quirks can't hold them all at once, or if they can, they have a time limit because their bodies can't do it for a very long time.
Okay.
Or, you know, eventually they start deteriorating, or their body starts failing them because of all those powers. So basically that was like the conspiracy theory, that the Doctor was right, and eventually everybody in that world is going to die sooner or later because these quirks are becoming out of hand. And the more...
So like they're going to die, or their kids are going to die because they're going to, you know,
eventually
I can breathe
kids,
fire.
Yeah.
But then my kid is going to also breathe fire, but he's going to choke on his breath.
Yeah, his body's not going to be able to sustain that much firepower and basically burn himself off. And that's what happened to one of... the number one hero is not All Might, the other one, in Denver. One of his sons had ended up getting one of very powerful fire quirk, even more powerful than in Denver, but his body couldn't handle it. And that's why he kept burning up. And there was a point where in Denver, his mom was like, no, stop using your power because you're going to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And that's how he got like all those like scar burns and stuff like that. Eventually we ended up finding out that is Endeavor's son. He's part of the evil crew or whatever.
Yeah,
they're called.
I know you're talking about. There's a manga written by the guy who made Chainsaw called Fire Punch. It's kind of like that. So everybody has like these. They're not quirks, but they have powers. But there's like 5 or 6 powers that most people have.
Okay.
And this guy, I can't remember like how it shook exactly, but they gave him the power to make fire. But they also took it away at the same time, some shit like that. But whatever. So he's on fire all the time. So for like years, he's just burning in agony and he can't die.
Damn.
So he learns like to control the fire a certain way, and then he develops, you know, like through anime discipline, he can like do fire punches and, you know, all these cool things that he ends up being able to do. So it's pretty cool. But I don't know, just anime.
I know, right?
Right?
But it's crazy though, like that point was pointed out, but people don't really pay too much attention to that, and it's a huge point because you're like, damn, they're fighting.
Do you think it'll come to a head like in the story of My Hero?
I don't know.
Are they gonna have to cure that? Or are they gonna have to make?
And I think the Doctor was trying to find a cure for that, and by making a cure, he thought that the best way to sustain human in the future, once the quirks become even more stronger, is by making stronger human bodies, or finding some cure where we can make the body more resistible to these quirks.
Vitamins and fresh water, bro.
Well, I mean, if that's the cure, then hey, bro, you figured it out.
I figured it out, bro. You don't have to make any more Nobus.
But
just go to GMC.
So that's this conspiracy, man.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
cool,
something
cool.
light.
Some light. I mean,
because last one was a little dark.
Yeah, and the one before that was pretty good too. No, man, I do like the conspiracy corner. A friend of mine was telling me that we should section off a thing called conspiracy corner, and we just do like conspiracies. Yeah, because
So they do like the conspiracy shit.
They do like it. They like us talking about it. They like hearing you talk about it, and then I throw in my whatever. So like the rhythm that we have with it.
But that's one of my conspiracies, man.
You get passionate, bro. You like conspiracies.
Oh, I like it. I think it's cool. Because it's another way of viewing things, especially in the anime world.
Right.
It's another way, like little things that you could have missed that people just play out with it. Like, what if Deku?
Right.
Like the conspiracy of like, who's Deku's father? Is it All Might? Some people say it's All Might. Some people say it's One for All.
Oh, maybe.
Some people, there's a conspiracy about who's Ash's from Pokemon father.
Oh, what, Professor Oak, maybe?
Somebody said Professor Oak, but then somebody said Mr. Mime.
What?
I know. I thought that was crazy when I was reading it.
Oh, because I wanted the house.
I wanted to talk about it.
Mr. Mime.
I wanted to talk about it because there was a conspiracy about that, saying like, well, if you think about it, why is Ash the only one that is able to talk to Pokemons? Why does
he can't talk to Pokemon?
Well, he can talk to Pikachu. Like Pikachu understands him. And some Pokemons understand him too, like a little bit better. No, a little bit like just like the way he talks to Pokemon. I'm not saying he talks to them like word by word or like has a full on conversation.
He has that bond,
but he has a better bond. And they were saying like, what if Mr. Mime? Because technically Mr. Mime stays in the house with his mom and he's cleaning up and doing the house chores.
He's a house husband.
Yeah, exactly. And you never know. It's a little taboo, but
it's a little taboo. Yeah, right. I mean, there's no laws. You show me the Poke Law. And
I don't know. It's still kid stuff, man. So I don't. But somebody did like a conspiracy, like, what if Mr. Mime is Ash's dad the whole time?
Man, what a twist! What a twist!
But it'd be weird though. Like it'd be a weird ass twist. So
it would be weird.
That was another conspiracy I came through about.
So he's Ash,
the Pokemon.
Ketchum Mime.
Mr. Mime, yeah. He's half human, half Pokemon.
Wow.
Which is weird, right? You would think, how come they didn't?
Why is he not a Mime Junior?
He could be.
Maybe.
You don't know. But that's, talking about like half human, half Pokemon. I wonder why they never did some experiments like that in the Pokemon world. Try to mix a human and a Pokemon together.
These are the questions.
Well, maybe they have, not in the Pokemon world, but in the My Hero Academia, because some of them actually turn into animals,
right?
Or they have complexion of an animal.
Yeah, like a half lizard man.
Yeah,
half horse.
So hey, there's people that are literally half wood. One of the heroes is literally made out of wood.
A tree?
You can use there's a hero that's made out of. He's a dishwasher. Is it a washer? Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no shame. No shame
in your preference.
Yeah, as long as you're two consensuing
dishwasher.
Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, consensual Pokemon and human, eh?
Yeah,
You know what you do in the comfort of your own home, man.
Yeah.
It's on you. Just don't be sharing it. Keep it to yourself.
Keep it behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Keep that out of the Pokemon Center and into your clubhouse or whatever.
All right, man. Well, that's pretty much it, man. You have anything else to say, or let's wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
All right, man. I want to say thank you. Sorry. Thank you for listening to our late night talk, anime talks after midnight. As you guys know, me and X are two unknowledgeable anime nerds, but we love anime with a passion.
With a passion.
And as my brotherly self and my brother from another mother next to me would say.
For sure.
Oh. I don't know, bro. I don't know where I'm heading with this.
Tune in next time for scenes from the next episode of the Hyperbolic Podcast.
Stay tuned. Season 2 coming out December 31st. Be prepared. Put on your seatbelts. Put on your vests. Whatever you got to do. But we are going to rock your shoes off.
Check your shoes at the door.
Make sure you got socks on. Just be prepared. Deuces.